Hello, you've caught me playing Suikoden 1 and 2 on the PlayStation. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not the PlayStation Access channel. No, look, so, just kind of wanted to say something. Okay, so, I'll try to make this quick. Okay, so I was watching this video. My friend actually sent me this video on YouTube. And they're talking about how Microsoft is caving into the modern audience with Game Pass. There's a Dr. Disrespect video. It showed all these games on Game Pass. And it's like, basically the title that Microsoft is caving into the modern audience. Okay, so I'm looking at the list of these games. Okay, and two of those games is Guilty Gear Strive, and another one of those games is Celeste. Okay, so here is the thing. Neither one of these fucking games are LGBT games. Okay, I have never in my life heard someone say, "Oh, Guilty Gear Strive, I don't want to play that because that's an LGBT game. That's pushing some kind of agenda." Celeste, people didn't even know the character was transgender until after the game came out. Okay, and both games are fantastic. Guilty Gear Strive is an amazing fighting game. Celeste is an amazing platformer. But this is what I wanted to talk about because I was talking to my girlfriend about this. The problem is, okay, I feel like the more people are addicted to technology, the more technology kind of almost takes over people in the sense of like literally, people are getting dumber. And I talk about that a lot in my comedy because I like that in my comedy. It's really kind of almost like a venting, like there's so much shit that I just hate in this world. And it helps, I feel like it helps me deal with those things in a creative, and a healthy manner, instead of like, I don't know, putting a bullet in someone's face, cause I snapped one day. But anyways, regardless, look, so here is the thing, okay? And this is funny because I was just got off the phone with my girlfriend the other day. And like, I feel like we are literally at the point where people are so dumb and so fucking lazy that they don't even look shit up anymore. Anyone with a goddamn fucking iPhone or an Android could just literally bring up either game, okay? It doesn't say a goddamn thing about it being an LGBT game. Now, it might on Steam be labeled under that category, but it's not front and center in your face. If that's something that bothers you, these are not games that were made to push agendas. And anyone who had done even the slightest bit of goddamn research would fucking understand that. But it's funny to me because we are just so lazy as a society. I was talking to my girlfriend about this. And, I mentioned on this channel that I spent years and years writing songs. And now I started doing this about 7 or 8 years ago. And I'm not really doing songwriting as much, but occasionally, I'll go back and I'll dabble. But what I started doing was every time I wrote something, I would research it so that I came across as a person who actually knew what they were talking about. I wouldn't just make a song and then just say some bullshit. And I mean, that's how you get people like Lil Yachty saying, "I want to blow you like a xylophone." And then you're like, what? And then the funniest thing to me is people are so dumb and pathetic, they let that pass. They let that slide. What the fuck happened to standards? Why don't we have standards anymore? Why is it enough that the song just sounds good? Why are not people just calling this guy out for being a fucking idiot? Like, seriously. And then I saw like an interview and he's like, "Well, I didn't do the research because I didn't really think about it." I'm like, really, buddy? You could have taken fucking 10 seconds to get on your phone and, "What is this xylophone? What does it do?" "Oh, okay. You mean it's not something I blow into?" I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Why are people so fucking pathetic? Like, Chelsea, you're gonna get a lot of fucking comedy out of me in the future. And I'm like, I'm trying, like, this is not a comedy bit. I find this funny. Like, this is the kind of shit that makes me laugh. I mean, if you think about it, the thing is that nobody looks shit up anymore. Even when I write comedy, I do the research because I do not want to come across like someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. You know, and I used to think, okay, is this just a rap problem? Is it just rappers that are dumb? And well, it's not even that some of them are dumbed down. Some of them are actually very intelligent. It's just their stuff is dumbed down because unfortunately so much music is written for people who have no common sense, no logical critical thinking skills, and the inability to think for themselves. And what's more fucked up is I think that literally the internet is taking people's ability to think. And it's sad, okay? It's really, really sad that so many people choose to use the internet to look at 1-minute videos of people doing the stupidest fucking shit possible. And it's like we literally have a wealth of information. Okay, so I'm from the 80s and the 90s, and like, that would have blown people's minds. The internet in the 80s or the 70s or whatever. And like, basically, you could use the internet and you could use it for so many things. You could use it to learn so much, but people choose not to use it for that. And I think that really does contribute to the dumbing down of society. And I was thinking about this, and this is kind of the last point I was trying to make. Okay, and it all comes down to like I was telling my girlfriend, it's not just a rap issue. It is literally an every song issue because you can pick out any genre of any kind of music and you can come across so many different songs that's just like they're saying things that are fucking wrong. And they're saying things that are fucking wrong because they couldn't take 5 seconds to go, hey, what if I do this? Okay, is this right? If I look this up, oh, okay, so maybe I shouldn't say this on my song. Maybe I should sound like someone who's not mentally retarded. So, but they don't. And I don't care if it's country. I don't care if it's rock. Okay, I don't care if it's rap. I don't care what the genre of music is. People are just lazy. And people are so lazy that we created TLDR. Too long didn't read. No, y'all motherfuckers don't want to read. Y'all motherfuckers want to just be entertained. And see, that's why we are where we are as a society. So many people, instead of choosing to actually use the brain God gave them, would rather just have someone else do their thinking for them. And I just consider that funny. And I'm sorry this wasn't meant to turn into this long rant. At least you ain't got to deal with it like my girlfriend. Because I will go on for 2 hours straight about things that upset me. But that's also where I get a lot of my ideas from my comedy. So it's a dual-edged sword. So anyways, like, I'm not trying to like attack all of humanity. I just find it funny that something that we designed, that was designed to make everyone more intelligent and was designed to increase our knowledge, is actually making people more incompetent, is actually dumbing down people, is actually creating people of lesser intelligence, has actually created a society of people who are too lazy to do the work for themselves. And something like that I'm learning, that I'm finding out, is people who are successful are people who do all the steps taken to be successful. And a lot of people don't want to do that. Like, it's been very important to me this time around to be consistent, because my friend always used to say to be consistent. It's also very important to me when I write something to sound like I know what I'm talking about. It's very important to me to make this as much just my absolute life as possible. And there's so many people that want to use shortcuts, and they don't want to try, and they want to be lazy, and they want to see how much they can succeed doing the bare ass minimum. But here is the fact. You can't succeed doing the bare ass minimum. You have to be different. You have to do something nobody has ever done, and you have to work like your fucking dreams that you're trying to chase depend on what you're willing to put into it. And that's the only way you will be successful. But anyways, I just think all this is hilarious. I hope y'all have a good weekend. Peace.